Alright, today I am solving this problem is subsequence. Let's do it. So first of all, let me switch to main. Pull. I think I got nothing. Check out B. Problem is subsequence. Then make directory is subsequence and then create a vim file. Create memo.md file. So now step 1, trying to come up with the solution. If I stop for like 5 minutes or so, I'm going to take a look at other people's solution and try to code. If I stop for 5 minutes, do the same, and it's the repetition until I finish the code. Okay, so that's the step 1. Alright, let me read the description. Given two string s, and by the way, this one I have solved this problem before, long time ago, completely lost. I completely forgot at this point. So, given two string s and t, return true if s is a subsequence of t, or false otherwise. A subsequence of a string is a new string that is formed from an original string by deleting some, can be none, of the characters without disturbing the relative positions of remaining characters. ACE is a subsequence of ABCDE. Okay, well, AEC is not. So, okay. Return if S is a subsequence. So S should be a subsequence of T or not. Thinking about two pointers pointing at the beginning of S and T. Alright, let's start today's lead code problem.
How can I solve that?
Alright. Sorry, I was trying to process the video of a previous recording. And okay, open a folder. Okay, now it's done, so it just automatically replayed the video, but just finished it. Okay, so before moving on, let me try to upload a video to YouTube so that I can make use of time. Where is Finder? Right. Okay, so what was I talking? Hold on, I haven't done yet. 7. Alright. And what was the problem? What was the previous problem? It was a string to integer. To integer. Alright. Alright. Video is still uploading. Okay, no problem. Good. So, what was I talking? I was talking about having two pointers pointing at the beginning of both strings, and moving the pointer at t. Okay, so S, if S is A B C E T A B C D E, and we have a pointer at here and up here, and compare if the character at T exists in the other, and in this case, yes. Move forward, and no, it's not A, C, E. Okay, so B, it doesn't, but it's fine. No, okay, if, hold on, alright, so AA, so both, the character A exists in both of the string, so move forward, move the pointers forward, and now we need to see if pointers at T will eventually come to the point where pointer at C points at. So pointer C, what did I say? Pointer S, yeah. I meant pointer S. Pointer S points at. So pointer S points at C right now. So we need to see if pointer at T will eventually come to the point where it points at C. So because B is not C, of course, so we move forward, and then we got C. So now we need to move the pointer at S forward and see if pointer at T will eventually come to E. So this one is not E. Move it forward. Now this is E. And okay, if it matches, and if there's no more characters coming up, then return false, right? And let me think of another example which the program should return false. For example, so BAE, okay, this is not subsequent. So we need to look into pointer T, if pointer T will eventually come to the point where it points at B. So now A is not B, so let's move it forward, and now yes, we have B, and because we are done with B, move it forward, and we're going to see if pointer T will at any point in the future points at A, and it doesn't, and it comes to the end. So this should return false, right? So this is the verbalization of my algorithm on top of my head. So yeah, let me try to write it as a text. So I'm thinking about example 1. Let's place bold style. Example 1. So ACE. So firstly it was here. Given pointer S, let's name this pointer. Pointer at S points at the character A, evaluate if at any point pointer at T gets A. In this case, we get A. Therefore, move the pointer at S forward. and get C. Traverse T until pointer at T gets C, and we get it at the index of 0, 1, 2. Okay. Now we get E from the pointer at S, traverse T until we get E, which we will be at the index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Because you have traveled all the way from the beginning of S and beginning and the end of S, return true. All right, so now example 2, S B A E T A B C D E. Okay. Likewise, we get B from the pointer at S and we get that at the index of 1 in T. However, the next character in S, which is A, cannot be found in T after this index, after the previous after index of 1. Okay. Therefore, we reach. Hold on, my English is super bad because, for example, I'm using subject of we, but at some point I am starting to use you. Okay. So let me rephrase it all the way from. Okay. And also this one also we. Okay, we, yeah, it should be we. Is there anything else? Percent is you, no you. Okay, good. All right. Therefore, we reach to the end of T therefore we return false as we reach to the end of t. Okay, that sounds good. So the algorithm is that, is my spelling good? Algorithm. All right. Pointer. Okay, no need to say algorithm. Let me just create step 1.py. Am I creating the file in the good folder? String to integer. Okay. No. I'm creating. Let me go back. cd move. Okay. Is subsequent to is subsequence, which will throw an error because it's not. Okay. Right. Then step 1.py. And if we move to string to integer, we have something? Okay, we don't have anything. Okay, that's great. So is subsequent vim step 1.py. But what I want to do is to copy this signature. Also, if name equals to main, solution equals to solution, assert true, solution can be and false if BAE. All right. That is a rough unit test, but let's do it. So initialize pointer s equals pointer t equals to 0. So char, hold up, while, I need to say s length equals to length of s, and t length equals to length of t, and while pointer s s length and pointer s length. Do we have to only keep track of s length pointer s? Pointer s length pointer doesn't come to the end, but yeah, we also need to keep track of pointer t length. And after the loop, if pointer s equals to s length, that means it has reached to the end. Return false. If not, return true. No, the other way around. False, and this one should be true. So s at equals s pointer s, and t at equals to t pointer t, and if s at is t at, then pointer s should move forward, as well as pointer t. Yeah. What did it say? Original by deleting some can be none. Yeah. And we can say continue. There's nothing else that we should do. So yep. And s at. So if s at and t at doesn't match, then t at pointer t should go forward. And if pointer t is exhausted, then return false. Yeah, and pointer s is exhausted, then that is true. That should be true. I think this is it. Let me. Is it even possible to run? Okay, vim run python. Running python containing vim. Oh, huh? Save your python file even by typing never in normal mode. Run bash command in vim. There are multiple okay, no, run python file, run current Python file inside Vim. Save the file. W, alright. And press enter to save. Okay. Execute the file. Enters command line mode. Tells Vim to execute. Okay. So command uv run python, and apparently this percentage mark it represents the current file, I guess. Alright, let me do it. Alright, so it runs. Let me see my previous Notion. I memorized, I mean not memorized, but I took a note of how to display history, history, Vim. No, it's Vim. Text search. Probably this one. Not this one. Okay. Command history. Q. Okay. Okay. Q colon. All right. So what I'm going to do is Q and set no new to copy these, paste it, and see if this passes. Unexpected indent. Yeah, sometimes it happens with Vim editor. Probably somewhere around here or what. Yeah, when this happens, I just simply need, okay, this one, class, here. Alright, then let's submit this file. And yeah, there we go. So what I'm going to do is to save this file and copy step 1 and step 2 Vim, open up step 2 file to see if there is any improvement. I don't think that's necessary. Maybe I mean I don't see any improvement points. Probably maybe some might argue that this declaration is unnecessary, but I think s@at and t@at, these are prominent enough to become a variable, at least to me. So let me close this file and open up memo. Step 2. I thought there was no room for refactor as the code is simple enough. At least to me. Some might argue that s at I I can assume some might argue that s at and t at is too much, creating variables is too much, but to me these are prominent values enough to become variables, or naming of these variables could be better. However, I don't come up with better ones on top of my head right now. Alright, let's move on to step 3. So let me copy step 2 dot pi, step 3 dot pi, and open up step 3 dot pi, and I want to delete from 3 to 19, which gives me 17 dt. Alright, I deleted everything, pass, and yeah, let's start, and let me open up clock. So what I'm going to do is to initialize pointer s and pointer t equals to 0, and also s length equals to length of s, and t length equals to length of t, and while pointer s is less than s length and pointer t is less than t length, we want to s at pointer s, t at t pointer t, and compare them. If s at equals fucking typos. Alright, then what we have to do, s at increment, t at increment, continue. If not, t at should be incremented, and after the loop, if pointer s is exhausted, then return true. If not, return false. Let me verify my solution. So even if we are given with empty string, let's say s is empty, we are now going inside while statement. Instead, Pointer s equals to s length. Yeah, because s is initialized as 0, s length is literally 0, then it should return true. And by definition, let me delete. Okay, how can I create a new one? This case, okay. This should return true, right? Yeah, this one should return true. And if pointer, if only t is empty, then neither does it go inside the while loop, and because pointer s, this evaluation returns false, everything returns the method itself returns false, and it should be false, right? Because yeah, if there's no letter on t side, then nothing but empty on the s side too should be true. So yeah, that's correct. And let me also verify that if both of them are empty, then it should be true, right? Yeah. Okay, so I think this is it. Let's say set no new, and then copy and paste. What is that? Can only concatenate string, not int. No. Oh no, what did I do? Pointer s, pointer t. And this one as well, pointer t. Such a stupid mistake. Okay. Let me see submissions. What's difference? What's the difference? Yeah, it's literally the same. But somehow I get 100% on this one, and somehow I got 25% with this one. I'm not sure why that is. Let me compare more carefully. Pointer s, pointer t, s length t, pointer s length, pointer t at t length is at pointer t if s a t t a t blah blah blah. Continue, yes. It's just the middle line. I don't know what affects this result difference. If I add the last line, last empty line at the end, then we get 100%, but I don't know why that is. Yeah, it's just a weird quirk that LeetCode has, but never mind. So let me try to open up a clock. It's 7. Good. Memo and I finished in, because it's 7 and I was doing a little bit of things right there. Let's say 6 minutes and a half or so. All right. Translate the whole file in Japanese and put it at the top of it. All right. How long has it passed? 41 minutes. That's nice. From step 1 to step 3. That's great. That's great. All right, then let me open up VS Code. Solve the problem and pushed it. All right, that's it for today. I'm going to close the tab, and next I will be solving what problem? Wordberg problem, medium level. Oof. Okay, I will be looking forward to it. So until we see, bye bye.